Yo, can you hear me?
I'm on mute. It's me. It's me.
Oh yeah, yeah. What you saying?
What you man telling me, bruv? Back again for another red talk, man. The sun is shining, fam.
Come on.
Saeed, what you telling me, man?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. You get me? Eid Mubarak to everyone around the
Come on.
world. Come on, man. Hope everyone's having their time and that with their family, blessed ones and that. Sun's out. Can't complain, man. Life is all good, man. How are you, bro? Everything
I'm good.
blessed?
I'm good, bro. Last contact session, bro, before my fight today, bro. I had a nice spar today, bro. And
Come
bro,
on.
gym was so hot, man. Oh my
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Brother. Mate, there's a good 40-something degrees in there, blood. I'm glad there's no more sparring now, bro. I'm telling you, this heat's not the one, man.
Yo, trust me, man. It's mad, but hopefully gonna be all worth the cause, man. You get me?
No, 100%. 100%. Man's been putting in the work, bro. Yeah. So it's just time to, you get me, to obviously show what man's been working on. So it's gonna be good, man. Now, big up the chat though. Make sure you run up the likes, man. Loads to talk about as usual, man. This time of the season, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, one thing we've learned from this season, since Carrick's come in, is that Man United fans, most of them are never going to be happy no matter what happens anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even here trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to reason with these guys. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be a reason why what we're doing is not the right thing, even if it's going well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, positive results ain't enough. Positive atmosphere at the club's not enough. But no matter what we do, it's not going to be enough for some people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just waiting and just seeing what we do in it. But people will find a way to negatively spin absolutely everything that goes on, blood.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have like reservations or opinions about certain players' ability and whatnot, but I think ultimately, you know what I mean, like signing players, especially of the quality of the caliber we're looking at as well. I don't think there's a great extreme to worry about in terms of like, you know, how bad they are or how they are. Like, I'm seeing the comparisons, I'm like, very, very harsh. And that's one thing I made clear, like with Ederson or Gatti, they're not the same. That's one thing that I've been seeing knocking around. And I feel like, honestly, what it is with transfers, it's a dopamine, isn't it? And once you don't get a dopamine, you instantly turn your back towards that signing. You're kind of not feeling it at all. But I remember, like, and I've said before, I've been guilty of before, like, you think you could do everything in a couple of weeks, but reality is you can't. It's a long summer. It's a long, long summer. And what you feel right now, all of a sudden, by next week, you have a completely different outlook on how you're feeling about the transfer window, just in general, like things like, you know what I mean, bro? You're like, okay, now it makes sense why we're doing this and we're doing that. So I feel like as fans, you know, like we can't turn being third, having a positive end to the season, to all of a sudden it being very, very back to the old Man United of toxic. You get me? Like everyone just moving mad, everyone moving loose. You feel me? So I feel like it's going to take one or two to unlock the next two or three. You feel me? So Ederson coming in might be that one where, you know what? It's just easy to get done now. He's not going to a World Cup. Get it done early, box it off, bang, move forward. Then go to the bigger signings that may take a little bit of a while. But as long as you know you got one boxed in, the two now that come in after shouldn't be as long as you were trying to maybe then look at Ederson towards the end, and you're like, all of a sudden, Ederson doesn't want to come in. So I think for me, it's good news that we're getting him over the line, and it's looking like it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the fee that I had in mind wasn't actually true at all. It's actually more leaning towards 35 million rather than the 39 to whatever it was beforehand. So that is a big positive in that aspect, which time was a bit more. Hence why I was a little bit.
I did tell you it was going to be cheaper, Saeed. And bro, like what people need to understand is, like you have to apply logic to every single transfer. You have to apply logic. These guys are not applying logic. This guy is a Europa League winner, Champions League experience, the right age. I think he's 26, going to be 27. Great age.
Very good age.
I'm saying. Cheap as well, low wages. He's not a marquee signing. He's not. All of these things about Casemiro replacement. He's not the Casemiro replacement. He's being brought in here to bolster our squad at that price point is excellent, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people criticizing him don't actually know much about him, and that's fine, but don't pretend to know. That's my you see, when you see, like, for instance, Dorgu, like, we didn't know nothing about Dorgu. So I didn't pretend to know anything about him. Man, just watched the compilations. I said, you know what, this is what he's good at, this is what he brings, but you don't really know how good someone is, yeah, until they play for your football club.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. And I remember saying that, bring him in and let's find out, because it was only worth 18 to 20 million. We were like, yo.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Same with Lomans, bro. We didn't know nothing about Lomans. There's nothing to know. And now we've seen him in goal. We know that he's the real deal. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even Casemiro, yeah. I've watched Casemiro play. I've probably watched him play for Real Madrid. I've probably seen Casemiro play upwards of 50, 60 times, yeah. And I didn't realize how good he was until he played for us, because I don't watch Real Madrid every week. Do you know what I'm saying? So as much as I knew Casemiro was a good player, I wasn't focused on him because he didn't play for my club. Do you know, as soon as I've seen Casemiro play at my club, I didn't realize that Casemiro was as good a passer as he was. I didn't realize he was as much of an aerial threat and a box presence, because he didn't play the same way at Real Madrid because he didn't have to. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't know what Ederson is going to bring to this team, because he's not playing in a system like the system he's going to play in here. He was playing in Italy, yeah, for Italian kind of semi-negative, pragmatic managers. Now he's going to be asked to be a bit more brave, a bit more expansive, bro. And we're probably going to see parts of his game that we haven't even seen before, bro. And more time, we're not bringing him in to be the answer, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not bringing him in to be the answer. We're still signing two other midfielders.
I think that's what everyone's got in their brains, is that he all of a sudden is going to come in and be the savior, and he's going to be the first choice. Whereas I think we're all under the
consensus. He's not.
But that's where obviously us as fans have to distinguish. You know, if Man United buying 2, then obviously everyone's gonna have a different feeling about it. But the consensus is United buying 3 midfielders this summer. You know, so if the 3 midfielders come in, naturally the 2 ahead of him are gonna be better. You know, the 2 that come ahead of him will be better than him. So someone's gonna be on the bench, because we have to. The thing is, United have to buy on for the 11 and the bench. You do realize that? Like, we haven't got players.
But also,
we don't have midfielders, guys. Like,
but what people need to also understand is, yeah, if you actually look, yeah, at the business Man United's done, yeah, especially last season, when Sesko came in, yeah, Sesko wasn't playing, bro, because he wasn't Premier League adapted, bro. When Bumo and Cunha came straight in, Sesko was on the bench. The same thing will happen with Ederson, bro. We're gonna sign 2 Premier League proven midfielders, and one of them's gonna start. That's what's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna be out of Fernandes will be the next signing, and it will be out of Baleba or Tonali, I think, is gonna be the other signing, and whichever one of them 2 is gonna start.
Yeah,
that's who's gonna start. It's gonna be Baleba or Tonali starting next to Kobe next season. That's what it's probably gonna be. It's not going to be Ederson, bro. Ederson is a squad option.
But also, though, I think it's good to know that even if he was a squad option, but then it turned out to be a starter, that's only a good positive thing, because
of course
he's earned the right to go into the first team. And that could count for, if Tonali doesn't come to Man United and doesn't do well, he's on the bench. If Man United doesn't do well, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench, yeah. Because we've got options. Right now, we don't have options.
No, you're literally, but that's what I'm saying to you. United need to create that option. Be like, yo, you might be on the bench. Bro, Reinders and my man are on the bench.
On the bench, bruv. Eight Nori's on the bench because O'Reilly's just popped up, and now Eight Nori's on the bench, bro. Brother, we could have killed for an Eight Nori now.
Broski, bro, that could go straight into our team. These players. You know what I mean, bro?
Brother, I would kill for an Eight Nori right now at left back.
I reckon United would be even kind of shoehorning Kovacic into this first team for Man United, because they'd be like, you know what, a decent footballer. Because remember, Eriksen was similar age. So I look at it, I'm like, yo, like, as much as we want to be this club, where all of a sudden we start playing players, like, bro, you got to know where we need to be at the start, though. At the start of the journey, it's going to be, you've got a lot of mishmash, it's squad, rotational squad, who's who. Then you just find out and you work hard. You see players who've got Champions League football, which could suit Ederson and a Kobe Manu. double pivot.
Yeah.
And then Premier League, you might need Tonali and Mateus Fernandes.
Ederson definitely in the Champions League.
Amouche.
Definitely in the Champions League, Ederson, bro.
70 odd million on the bench.
Especially Champions League away days, bro. You see, when you got Champions League away day, remember what Fred used to do for us in those games? Barcelona, the PSGs. You need a mobile, tenacious midfielder in these games, bro. And we used to use Ji-Sung Park for that. We used to use Darren Fletcher off the right wing sometimes away from home because we knew that he was going to give us the defensive reassurance back there. And this is why you need a squad of different profiles, bro.
Bro, listen, I think for me, bro, end of the day, I'm excited for this summer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. I feel like people have got to get in the mindset of like thinking of like, just like what we don't have, and let's look at what we do have and what we're gonna add to it. And just wait, let it marinate, man. Because for once here, Man United might be the talk of the town this summer. Because everyone's looking over the shoulder, They're thinking, yo, what am Man United up to?
We're the team, bro. We're the team again, bro. We're the team again. I can't lie. Like, people are looking at what we're doing. Like, they know that we're serious.
They're not only looking at the fact that can Carrick manage more than one game a week, yeah? They're looking at what Man United can add to their squad. Because let's be honest, bro, they've seen the players that we brought in the last couple of years. They ain't no bombs, yo. They ain't no bombs, bro. You feel me? And then they're looking at thinking, so a lot of you men are talking. What are you going to do next? So they're looking over their shoulder. Liverpool are buying players that don't really going to suit their style. So let them go into that and buy a Diamande when they don't need to buy a Diamande. Yeah? Like Chelsea, broski, I don't know what they're buying over there. I couldn't tell you. I'll be real with you. I couldn't tell you what they're looking at, what they want. Arsenal will only kind of top up what they need to go and get. They're not going to go get major overhaul. They're just going to top.
Them man are saying that they're linked with Morgan Rogers, and they don't need Morgan Rogers. I can't lie. They just signed Eze. Why are you signing Rogers? But again, I honestly don't think they can afford to do it. But the truth is, Arsenal don't really need. They don't need squad players. They need to get rid of starting players and bring in starting players. I can't lie. Arsenal don't need squad players. They got a squad full of squad players.
I think there's something going on at Arsenal where you'll start to see Odegaard pushed out of the football club.
Yeah, I think he fell out with the manager. I think he's gone.
Yeah. So what will happen is I reckon Eze will be the 10 and Morgan Rogers will play left wing. And then they'll basically rotate. So Rogers can go left, Eze can go in the 10. And then they just alternate basically.
I can't lie. That kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. Trust me.
I wouldn't mind seeing a more, if they're gonna do that, then that's a more attacking Arsenal. I wouldn't mind seeing that, bro, because I just think they'll be easier to beat that way. I'll be honest, because the dog work, the dog work that Odegaard does in there, Eze's not gonna do that. I know that, and all the dog work that Trossard and Martinelli go do that way, Rodgers ain't gonna do that. So if they're gonna play them two, I think that's great for everyone else.
But this is the idea. The idea for Arsenal is that they've won the Premier League once now. Can they now open up? It's almost.
No, I don't think it's a good idea for them to open up. I'll be honest. If I was Arsenal, I would play exactly the same way next season, because if they're more expansive, I just think they're easier to beat, bro. Arsenal's thing this season has been they're very, very difficult to beat. As soon as they start playing more expansive, I think they're exposed, bro. I'll be honest. I think that it doesn't play to the strengths of a lot of their players playing expansive football, bro. I just don't, individually, I don't think that they're good enough to do that. I think the way that they're playing is perfect for what they have. And I think if Arteta tries to change too much, I think it won't have a good effect.
Similar to maybe what slot at thingy.
Look what Ten Hag done. Remember with us, first season with Eriksen and Casemiro mid-block, very difficult to play against. Didn't concede that many goals, and then we started doing the 3-1-6 thing, and we were getting smashed. Yeah, you know what I mean, same with, you're right, with Slot as well. Slot changed the way he played. Second season syndrome, coughing, bro. I think Arteta's got to keep it the same, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's got to keep it the same.
I think it comes down to the fact, that I look at right now for the football club. I think they're going to do what they need to do just to kind of top up here and there and what they need to do, basically. Yeah. And with Man United, we can't be afforded to go and go to a Morgan Rush that we don't need. We don't need a Morgan Rush right now, bro.
But this is why I don't want Anderson Saeed. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it.
It's done. They're getting him anyway. It's done.
But I just don't want him, bro. And I don't want Manchester United fans to want him either, because if you want Anderson, like, you don't want to sign a player that's best for the club. You just want to sign a player because you think they're good. But there's loads of players that are good that I don't want at Man United. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, even with Arsenal, they've just won the league now, so what they're probably going to do is sign Morgan Rogers because he's a marquee signing, but they don't need him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
They don't need him. They just signed Eze. And the problem is, you see, when your fans are expecting names, you get away from what's best for the team. And this is why, people turning their nose up at EDERSON signing as our third choice midfielder, because he is. Man United's first choice midfielder is not going to be at a 30 million price point. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So if you use your brain, look at Liverpool, for instance, last season, 100 million on Isak, 100 million on Wirtz. You know why? Because those were the marquee signings. Our marquee signing is not a 30 million midfielder, just like Dorgu wasn't a marquee signing either. So you can't look at EDERSON as a marquee signing. He's not. Our marquee midfielder is going to cost upwards of 70 million pounds. He is. So with that in mind, we need to be thinking about building our squad, bro.
Bomber. David Ornstein. He says here, Barcelona make proposal to sign Anthony Gordon from Newcastle, bid for 25-year-old winger, 80 million euros, which is around about what? 72 million? No agreement yet as talks over England's national.
Bro, make sure you got my Rashford money. I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that. Because, bro, these men were telling me that Rashford, had a great season at Barcelona and he's going away with England. So make sure you got my money, bro. I don't want to hear all this Anthony Gordon stuff.
Wow.
I don't want to hear it. Where's my money?
Where's the money, bro?
Where's my money, bro? I'm tired of Barcelona doing this, bro. Them man there never got no money, but they always got weed, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know them man there, bro. Man ain't never got no money, bro. Man always got weed in the ashtray, bro. Like, bro, where's my money, bro? Like, I'm tired of this. I'm actually tired of Barcelona, bro. I don't know why we let Rashford go there in the first place.
Bro, listen, there was a lot of reservations from a lot of people. This is why sometimes, you know, when you're just trying to dump something away, but you don't know the value of it, and your mum says to you, don't throw it away. You don't know how much that can cost you later on. And all
Crazy,
of a sudden,
bro.
Same thing next year. And that's what we've done with Rashford. We entertained the idea of a 1-year loan. We should have said, yo, we need the money up front. But because of the whole situation with Amarin and the whole situation around the football club, the wages and whatnot, and the package. Did they give us a loan fee as well? I think they gave us a loan fee.
Yeah, they did. They were like 6 million. We got a decent loan fee, but bro, it's a violation, bro.
But looking back on it now, but this is what they do, bro. They rather take that little loan fee and then later on go and find out what they need to do next year, bro.
Yeah, but this is the problem with Man United, bro. I can't lie. Yeah, one thing that we need to pattern, because look what Chelsea done with Sancho as well, bro. That's first time in football history man seen an obligation, not obliged, blood. You know them? Like, bro, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does that always happen to us? Like, I just want to know, like, how come when we go and do these deals, man are always finding ways out of them? Like, I don't understand this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, with the Rashford thing, what people need to deep here is that, remember, it was Rashford that was pushing for this Barca move. It's not like Barca were bare keen to sign Rashford. Like, Rashford was twerking for them, bro. Like, even before they were interested.
That's crazy, man. Like, you know what it is, though, yeah? Just to break it down, I know it sounds mad, yeah? But Hansi Flick wants this sort of player because...
Yeah, he does. Because he's a transition aggressive manager, and Anthony Gordon is the perfect fit for, because Anthony Gordon is Rashford that defends.
That defends, basically.
Rashford don't defend.
Exactly. You don't defend, and it's like, yo, I can't allow that to happen next season, because you see what happened when Rafinha and a few other players got injured. Rashford went cold. Yeah. I'm not saying it was a period where in the La Liga. I'm talking about the period where they were in knockout football. He didn't perform in them games there. Champions League semi-final, was it quarterfinals for Atletico Madrid when he came on? Didn't perform then. So they're probably looking at thinking, yo, I need a player that can play across the front three. That can be a striker, that can be a left winger, and can basically rotate.
Yeah, but I thought Bayern had Anthony Gordon wrapped up, and now Barca have just come out of nowhere. What the hell?
Barca got that new camp money, bro. That Camp Nou money, bro. You see when the 60,000 seat stadium, you know what I mean, bro? Bro, they haven't opened that whole area up, bro. You know, I don't know if you've been before, but when you go down that area, a lot of tourism. Bro. There's a lot of tourism. There's a lot of the shops and that. Them man are selling grass. They probably got all the money they can. Money. I'm telling you. Them man said life's changed now. Them man have been hiding money, bro. Saying, yo, I'm broke.
No, they definitely have. They got money under the floorboards, man. Them man there. They got money under the pitch, bro. I'm telling you. And
this is where football's going now. So when we look at now football and we say to ourselves, yo, 80 million euros for Anthony Gordon. That's what, 72 million plus any bonuses on top for Anthony Gordon.
I can't lie. Anthony Gordon, I actually think he's a decent player. I'm not going to lie. I think he's good. I don't think that he's as bad as people are making out.
No, but look where football's going, though. Come on, man. You would have never thought Barcelona, the rich history of Ronaldinho, Lamine Yamal, bro, like the guys that have been at the top, for you to be going getting Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, but bro, Saeed, but this is why you, man, need to put respect on my fucking winger, Patrick Dorgu, blood. You know them, man. This is why. Because, bro, man were telling me Dorgu ain't no winger and all these other things, like Barca are buying Anthony Gordon, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? So put some respect on my pace and power winger, bro, because this is where football's going. This is the future.
Hi, we got him for how much?
Bruv.
18, 20.
Not even that. I think that break cost some idiot like 16 mil or something like that. I think it was like 20 million euros or something like that, bro. Dorgu, absolutely.
I'm not saying by the way. I couldn't envisage.
Brother, him and Lomans, together, we got them man for like 30 mil, blood, for both.
30 mil, I know, small change, crazy.
Brother, look at that transfer business. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at that transfer business. There, man, and this is spot on. If we signed a marquee midfielder and we went and dropped 100 mil, all of a sudden Atalanta want an extra 10 million. This is how the market works, bro. Like, we've got loads of money in it. These man just announced a fucking 20 million a year training kit sponsorship. Like, we got bread in it. You know, we've got bread to spend. We've probably got about 200 million sitting there to spend, However, we're not going to go out there and spend silly money. United have already said they're not going to get drawn into bidding wars. They're only signing players that want Man United as their first choice. EDERSON does, and Fernandes does. Like, Fernandes has made it clear, that he's a Bruno and CR7 fanboy. So Man United is his first choice.
Get that wrapped up, bro. The guy's a fanboy, bro.
He's a baller.
Bro, man said, yo, who's your favorite player in the world? Bruno Fernandes straight away, you know. Go get him. But you know what it is, though? And now it further confirms why Man United got that EDERSON straight away in, because you know what happened last year? Remember when we bought Cunha? Brentford started demanding similar money.
For Brian. Yeah, they say we want Cunha money for Brian straight away, because that's what they looked at.
So then imagine now United go and bring in Fernandes. I mean, what's it called? My man, EDERSON, No one can use that against Man United, because they could be like, you know what? We bought EDERSON for 35 million. So you can't really use that as a measuring stick. You feel me? Which I think they got done over last year by about 5 to 7 million. It wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit more. But Brentford, that's the difference between them and getting another sort of money elsewhere. So, you know, like, I feel like maybe that might be one of the reasons why United want to get that done quite early, because they don't want to get caught in a bidding war and somewhere else, man. So,
and also, he's not going to be on big wages either. EDERSON's going to be on a calm wage as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's he on now? Do we know?
You know what? I'll have to go and check. And
it'll be worth finding out, because I reckon he's going to be on a light, calm wage, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll probably be on like a 105 or something like
in Italy, you're looking at about
not 40, a lot. He's probably I reckon he'll be on about 40, 50. Do you know what I mean?
50k euros.
That's what I mean. We'll drop him a little 105 or something, put him on little Lenny Euro money or something like that, or maybe even less than that.
If that, bro, maybe at 80, you get me. Like, it might be one of them ones where, bro, you got to remember, he hasn't got no leverage on us, because he ain't in the Brazil squad. He ain't part of the plans over there.
You're saying he's only going to get 5 million a year, which is nice.
Bro, listen, he's got to come to Man United and act like this is the holy grail. Like, this is got to be like what can Man United do for me? Hey, what they, normally you can be like, oh, Man United, man, we're in a sticky situation here where we just start telling these man, brother, or we can tell, yo, you see Casemiro, the guy came in here, and even though his reputation was up there, he came out as a fan's favorite, bro. Fan's favorite. You see what I mean? So you got to remember, like, I feel like some players need to come to Man United with a mindset of, yo, what can Man United now do to me and help me improve, rather than the other way around, start demanding.
But this is where I think getting the EDERSON and the Fernandes does, because they look at Manchester United as a springboard here for them career-wise to show people who they are and what they're on. You know them, man. And that's exactly what it should be. And that's why Ralph Rangnick did say, when he was here, and he's been right about everything, is that we should be buying players, that want to take the next step in their career, blood. We need hungry players. Do you know what I mean? Players with a point to prove. Edison's got a point to prove when he comes in now, even though he's already a European champion, but he's still got a point to prove because he's not currently going to the World Cup. So now he plays for Man United.
At 31, he can still make the next World Cup.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Now he plays for Man United. He's in the Brazil squad now. You know the one. Don't get it twisted. Martinelli's in the Brazil squad because he plays for Arsenal. He's not in Brazil because he's good, like, because he's not.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So as soon as you go to Man United, you're in the Brazil squad now. Like that's how it works. Do you know what I mean? Same with Fernandes. Now he's playing for Man United. Portugal can't leave him out of the next tournament. They can't.
They can't, especially if you're playing with Bruno and they see that they've got maybe a connection together. You get it? So I think you're spot on, bro. I think you're spot on. It helps elevate their career. You still got Copa America, still got like other tournaments that you could go win as well. You know, so I think it's perfect. Listen, you got a player that's turning 27 this summer. He's not turning 28 this summer, 27 this summer. And you know, he's going to be here for the next 5 years. I think for me, when you look at it, it could be value for money again, bro. Where, you know, forgetting for what, 35 million for the next 5 years. Well, that's 7 million a pop. It's not bad at all when you deep it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, man. So I think get this over the line, and after that year, you can actually get the next one in. I think that's what, you know what it is with us. Yeah, we can't get too excited about the first signing. It's about get this signing. Bye bye.
It's not about who the first signing is or the last signing. It's about getting the right signing. That's it.
And them all coming in as well. The main thing is the players that we ought to go and get and start summer. We have a shopping list, and them signs have got to come through the door. Simple as that. They're not like, they all come through the door. You know what I mean? That's where we need to be at. Right, United.
Agreed. And this, they're saying in the Athletic, they're saying United hierarchy are thinking that get EDERSON through the door early will relieve pressure in the market from clubs demanding astronomical fees. But this is what I said about the Baleba situation. I believe we're going to sign EDERSON and Fernandes, and then we're going to go to Brighton and say, so what you man telling me? You keeping an unhappy player, or are you going to run me Baleba for 65?
Yeah.
Like, which one's it going to be? Because now we're not desperate. We don't need him no more. So now you need to sit down at the table with us and talk to us with respect. None of this fuckery, none of this Caicedo fee, none of this. Like, let's have a sensible conversation now, because this youth wants to play for us. He don't want to play for you no more. So I believe that's what Man United are going to do. I think we're going to corner Brighton because we know that Baleba wants to play for us, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we know that.
No World Cup as well.
That's it.
You get me? Apparently today, apparently Tottenham are looking at him as well. But like I said, the United is only...
Yeah, they're saying that De Zerbi wants him. But, bro, he's not going to pick, he's not going to pick De Zerbi and Tottenham over Man United if Man United won it. He's just not going to do that. Even though I think that he would be a good signing for them. Like, he's there. I don't know if... De Zerbi was after... what's his name? The other midfielder they bought from him.
Caicedo.
Basuma. He was after, wasn't he?
He left to Tottenham by then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I was thinking Basuma's Brighton.
Caicedo. Sorry, De Zerbi bought... Did De Zerbi buy Caicedo, or did Potter buy Caicedo? I'm not quite sure. Baleba definitely was bought from De Zerbi.
I'm not sure, but I think, you know what? If Basuma stays, Basuma, Sarr, and Baleba, That's very De Zerbi likes these high energy midfielders, so I could see why he would like these guys. But again, it's lazy journalism when they're saying that De Zerbi's gonna raid Brighton for Van Hecker. Fucking Brighton are not gonna give them free players, innit? Like, it's not a video game.
No, it's not a video game. It's not. You don't just raid players, man. It never happens.
What, free players from one club, bro? Come on, bro. I know Liverpool done it to Southampton, but really, it doesn't happen.
Do you remember that summer, bro? That was dark, man. The point where I think Southampton made a statement, you know, saying, "Guys, man,
they said, oh, we're not their academy, bro. Just run the bread, innit?
Yeah, there, man. Give them the players, man. Stop talking, man."
That's what I'm saying. I think City done it to Arsenal as well. You know, just took all their shit. You know what I mean? So
all their rubbish, bro. I'm telling you. So with United, like I said, for me personally, it depends on what Man United do, but I want to see Matheus Fernandes in there.
He's next, bro. I think Matheus Fernandes gets done
next.
He probably gets done by when the window opens in the middle of June, right? It opens the 15th. 14th of
June, yeah.
Yeah, by the 14th, I think that's already wrapped up.
Bro, that one there, boy.
He's the one out of all the midfielders. He's the one that I'm excited about. I can't lie. It's him, bro. I can't lie. He's a monster.
Monster. He's only 2021 as well. You get me? And
he's the one.
I think for me, he's the one that I'm like, especially West Ham going there. I see some TikToker, West Ham guy. He was like, "Yeah, these players will definitely be leaving and that." And he's part of them, bro. So I can't lie to you, man. As much as Tottenham, we wanted them down, they weren't any use for us, bro. Whereas West Ham going down, where everybody can raid that team right now. Like, yo, you can get who you want from that team. If you want a Bowen, you can go get a Bowen. If you want a Somerville, you can go get a little Somerville if you want to. Yeah. So with us, obviously, we're looking at Matheus Fernandes as the ultimate option there. Yeah. If United can go and get Matheus Fernandes, I think for me, 55 million would be a very...
it will. That, bro, I can't lie, yeah? You know what it is? If we get 55 million, yeah, we get him for what he's worth, but in this market, he's cheap. You know what I mean? In this market, he's cheap because... when you look at his age and you look at just how good he is now and how good he's going to be, yeah, he probably should be costing 80 million. But I'm glad, that if we can get him for a 55, that's a sensible signing, bro. That's what it is, because he shouldn't really cost sensible peas, blood, because he's very good. Like.
Bro, and he's the one that I feel like will be almost like João Neves feeling of what could have been. Yeah. Because we went to go and get Ugarte instead of going.
But he's more silky on the ball than João Neves. But João Neves is more of a dog, but he's more like silky. He's got that tight control, similar to what Kobe's got. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He can go past players in tight spaces and that. I think that he will be able to give Kobe a break, blood. So Kobe ain't got to play every game.
But that's why PSG want him though. They want him to add to what they have.
Yeah, to be a rotational player to come in.
You feel me? So that's why Man United have got to be. That would be the one that would really, really piss me off, because then you're then having to spend more on a player that I don't believe has the qualities of what Matheus Fernandes has. And that's where it comes down to. I think for me, it'll be Matheus Fernandes, and then it'll be one of Anderson or Baleba. And I think right now, money-wise, I think Newcastle will absolutely rinse us for Tonali. They will rinse us for a lot of money for him. And is it worth it to get a player that is 26, but you know his ceiling isn't of a top player? Is he a good player, Tonali? Yes. But do I think he can go up and up at the level?
No, I think if he goes to Man United, he goes up a level. I can't lie. There's something about that badge, Saeed, bro. I swear.
It does. I agree with you.
Tonali, for me, Sandro Tonali, I feel like he needs the Man United badge on his chest here to go up another level, blood. Do you know the ones? He's not gonna do the Isak thing, blood. Like put on a Liverpool badge and shrink, blood. Like he's not gonna do that. Like I think Sandro Tonali, if he puts on that Man United badge, yeah, he'll just power up and go to another level, bro. Because I think that he's a potential world-class player. Like he just needs the platform, innit? And Newcastle's not the platform, bro. I'll be honest. I think he needs us more than we need him, bro. Like there's some players that they just need the platform. I feel like Cunha's that as well. Like Cunha, I agree with another level at Man United because it's like he needed that, bro. I think some players, when they're in their comfort zone and they're around okay players, They don't have to perform at a certain level because they're just already there, innit? At Man United, you got something to prove. And I think Cunha's puffing out his chest and he's showing that, like, yo, like, I'm actually a top baller, you know? And I think that Tonali, I think that would raise Tonali's game, bro. The Man United thing. I think it raises his game.
And that's what I feel like Tonali is, though. Sometimes sometimes he can play with a lot of like comfort and not.
Yeah, he's comfortable, but why would you not be? You're playing for Newcastle, yeah? And it's one of them ones where you're their best player. So it is what it is, bro. Tonali, look how long Tonali was out. And then he just came back like nothing happened, bro. And just continued to just ball out, bro. He was out for time.
Yeah, that's true. so okay, I'll give you a scenario, yeah? Because Gordon, Tonali, and Lewis Hall aren't all leaving one summer. If I said to you right now, Man United bought EDERSON, Baleba, and Matheus Fernandes in this summer, but then got Lewis Hall instead of Tonali, would that satisfy you?
Yes and no. Because I think, yeah, that with those three midfielders that you mentioned with Baleba instead, I still think, yeah, that we're capable of beating anyone with them anyway. You know what I mean? But I just think Tonali's profile, yeah, like what he gives us and his experience, I think that we've lost that with Casemiro, and with the free signings, we don't get that back. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, what makes Casemiro is not just his footballing ability, it's his presence, bro. It's the aura around. He's like a real winner, bro. Tonali's that, bro. Like, Tonali's got that experience, that top level experience, that arrogance, that calmness. Baleba don't give you that. Baleba's young, he's energetic. Same with Fernandes, young, energetic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man needs someone that can put their foot on the ball and say, cool, yes, it's Arsenal away, it's Liverpool away. Let's put our foot on the ball and let's fucking play, guys. Like, slow it down. That's what Cass does. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we need a player like that. I don't want, like, if you look at Baleba, Fernandes, and EDERSON, just free energy, bres. And they can all play, don't get me wrong. But man, I want someone that can slow the game down, bro. That's what I think we're missing in midfield. Someone that can put their foot on the ball and say, yo, man, them chill. You get me? Protect the ball, win the foul. You know what I'm saying? Everyone gets set. Just slow it down, bro. Like, man, don't want to have bare speed demons in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? So I would like a Tonali. But if you're telling me we're not getting Tonali because we're getting Lewis Hall, I'm not really going to be mad, because Lewis Hall, yeah, is the best left back in the league for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me that we're getting the best left back in the league and we're not getting Tonali because of that, I'll be like, cool, innit? But you have to get me one of them.
Yeah.
If you get me none of them, then I'm like...
The more I look at it, you're kind of right, because you lose that kind of, like, that leadership quality aspect in that midfield if you don't have a Tonali in there.
Yeah.
I do think you're right in that aspect. So, yeah, it just comes about, like I said, it depends whether we can negotiate. This summer as well, there's no rush because Tonali's not going to Italy for a World Cup. So there's no rush to kind of almost be like promising him that you're going to be in the Man United team. You know what I mean? Come July, you're going to be at Man United, bro. Like I said, it might be between us and Arsenal in terms of a bidding war. But I think if United put out the right kind of foundations in early, say, right, you're the Casemiro replacement, or you're of someone that can come in and be our leader, I think that sends a big message to Tonali's camp that we value you more.
Brother, if Arsenal are still trying to sign another midfielder after all the money they spent on midfield, good luck to them.
Yeah, they're gonna try and find midfielder, 100%.
But good luck to them, bro. I can't lie, bro. They just signed Zubimendi. Now he's not good enough. Now fucking Lewis Skelly's playing in there. Like, bro, I can't lie.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's funny that no one wants to talk about the fact that every summer they're always papering over the cracks by spending more money from failed signings. Like, they've been doing it for years, you know. Nobody talks about it. Do you know what I mean? If this was Man United and we kept having to buy players to replace players we just bought, yeah, people be having a conversation, but it don't suit the narrative. Yeah. You know them ones. Like, Arteta's just got a fetish for just buying players to replace players he's already just bought. Like, he's got a fetish for it. Like, they spent so much money on midfield. You'd think that's the last place they were signing players. They bought a midfielder last season, didn't even play him. The brother from Brentford. What's his name?
Norgard.
Yeah. Brother, I don't even know what he looks like, bro. I've never seen this bro in an Arsenal shirt. Like, I ain't seen him in Arsenal shirt.
He played every single game for for Brentford last season. I think. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though.
But I don't even know what he looks like in an Arsenal shirt. Never seen him.
Yeah, and to agree, Man City also could get away with that as well. But United, you can't get away with that. That's why it's almost as if we've got to now put down that marker now, say we're getting these players because we believe they're going to go straight into our squad and give us that belief that, we're ready. And you're almost buying players that can go into the squad that don't need adaptation as well. You go get in Matheus Fernandes, Tonali, Mainu. Let's say, for example, that's the 3 main ones. And you've got Ederson that comes off the bench, learns, adapts. Because some Brazilians, they take a while to go into Premier League and adapt. It takes them a while, bro. The weather, lifestyle.
His profile, I think he'll be fine, innit?
Yeah, we'll see.
And we've got Cunha there. We've got Dalot. We've got Bruno. And if we bring in Fernandes as well, we got a nice Portuguese-speaking contingent. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that's completely fine. That's right there then. And then you're cooking then after that. You know what I mean?
And again, that's what people forget about footballers, bro. Dalot and Bruno were senior players. You got 2 senior Portuguese-speaking players that will take Ederson under their wing, plus Cunha, who's about 25 anyway, 26. They're all a good age, and he's around 26, 27, a good age as well. So he'll settle straight away. And this is why when people talk about getting rid of players, you don't understand that players have a bigger role to play than just playing football. This is why I want Tonali, bro, because the personality that we've lost with Casemiro, we need to buy a personality, bro. I don't think Balaba's got the personality to be the guy next to Kobbie Mainoo that controls the midfield. He ain't got the personality. He's too young. Do you know what I'm saying?
Very young, man.
Too young.
I feel like you're right in that aspect. Like, they need to sort out themselves first before they even speak.
Cass's personality we will miss more than anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? His football ability is cool.
His energy, his endeavor.
Like we can replace his footballing ability as good as he is. Do you know what I'm saying? As good as he is, we can replace certain things about what he gives us. We're probably not going to replace the goals because that guy was a cheat code from set pieces. But we can replace his physicality. We can replace his speed. We can replace all these other things. We can get faster players. But what we're not going to replace is his calmness, his intelligence on the pitch. We're not gonna be able to replace those unless you go and get a Tonali or you go and get a Tchouaméni. You can only replace the intangibles that he has with an elite player. You can't do it with a normal player.
Yeah. And I think, to be honest with you, I think Tonali would suit a lot of the top 6 teams anyway. I think he could go into most of these teams and help them improve. Like even a Man City, I don't care what anybody says, but he goes to the top teams, add a bit of bite into that midfield and get some playing again. You know what I mean? So I think he's one of them ones where he's definitely top 6. I think even in Europe as well, he could do something for a lot of teams in Europe as well. Yeah. So again, I don't know what's going on with the price, what they're going to say, what they're going to want. We'll have to wait and see. But then again, that could be our final midfielder in terms of like negotiating. We don't have to rush with Tonali. You could just work out your, you know what I mean, feel it out, see what you're doing, take your time, speak to the agents, have a conversation. It's not a radical kind of get Tonali done now, ASAP.
Brother, that can get done when it gets done. As soon as you get Ederson and Fernandes done, now no one can hold you ransom.
You see what I'm trying to say? So, and I don't think right now, especially with the Champions League as well, like United could go look at the team and be like, Newcastle, yo, we're bidding this amount of money. What you saying? You get me? What do you want? Chat to us. So I'm very, very much in the camp of like them players that we're linked with right now, Matheus Fernandes, Tonali, Ederson. I think it's a strong, kind of almost window in terms of midfielders, bro. You know, could we get more for that as well? Yes, but at the same time, you'd be a mad guy to be very unhappy with that free there you've just mentioned. You'd be crazy to not be happy with that. You'd be absolutely mad. So I reckon enjoy it and let's see where it takes us because there's a long summer to go.
Yeah, facts. Daka said United have done extensive work on several midfield options. Tears and Baleba have been closely assessed. There's also strong admiration for Tchouaméni, but complications remain over any potential deal. Of course, someone just said something about the elections coming up at Madrid. I think that Man United will get Fernandes and Ederson done and they'll be holding out to see what happens for Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni and Tonali are one of them two. like United have their heart set on a marquee signing, bro. Like I just think going back into the Champions League, I think United want a marquee. They do. United always want a marquee. As much as we convince ourselves, that they're good, they want to recruit the right way. The same reason why we signed Casemiro. Man United have always wanted a marquee, blood. You know what I mean? Whether it was Rio, whether it was Rooney. Like Man United always love a signing like that. 100%. Back in the day, that used to be 30 million. Now it's not 30 million. It's 70 or 80.
Yep. Yeah. You're going to need to, man. Get that in. Like I said to you, it could be one of them ones later down the line that could possibly happen. So, yeah, he's a shirt seller as well. We've not really had an Italian midfielder as well at Man United in a while. You know what I mean? That'll be first Italian.
The only Darmian's the only Italian international we've had, because Giuseppe Rossi and he was American, but I don't think he played.
Yeah, he was American back in the day. I'm trying to think. Is that it?
I think so. Italians didn't really start to travel outside of Italy until recently, blood. They might not really go like so.
Yeah, they don't really go anywhere, is it? That'd be great, to be our second ever. That would be mad still. So if you can do that, and again, like I said, to show anyone, all depends on whether Mourinho comes in and starts dictating things and whatnot. You know what I mean? Starts to say, "Yo, this is what's happening."
I forgot about Makeda still. Yeah, but he ain't getting no Italian caps, bro. That guy was a fraud,
bro. I don't know what he was, bro, but I'm telling you right now, bro. So, but yeah, I think all in all, I think it's gonna be a very, very busy summer for midfielders, and we're all going to be on the same page sooner or later, because the quality is going to be undeniable, man. We're not going to look through that squad here and be like, yo, we don't like that. Like, a lot of it is going to be surgically, you know what I mean? Like, we need to make this squad does need a bit of surgery, and it does need a bench as well, a strong bench, strong squad, and we can go in all fronts and not be phased by it. One thing you can't be doing next season is being phased by more games, more competitions, more this, more that. You can't.
But this is why we need one more attacker. Like, like, bro, if you look at it, imagine next season you've got, say, Ahmad, Sesko, and Dorgu on the bench as attackers, bro, and you've got Cunha and Bumo and Injai or fucking or a Krupi or something like that. Imagine that.
Yeah,
imagine that.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we need one more attacker, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then if you got them three on the bench, you're absolutely laughing, because this is now we've, like I keep saying, guys, now we've got 5 subs. You have to look at the bench the same way you look at the starting 11, bro, because people use all 5 subs every game now. So now you need to look at the 5 subs on the bench and think about how they can impact the game in every scenario. How they can impact the game, if we're winning, how they can impact the game if we're losing, how they can impact the game if we're drawing and we need a goal. Do you see what I'm saying? So you need to look at all the variables. And this is why EDERSON's a very good signing, because he's not going to start, but if you're 2-0 up and you want to see the game out, you can just bring him on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the kind of things you need to be looking at. It's all about game management, and you need different profiles for different scenarios. If you need a goal, and say you got a Sesko on the bench and you want to go a bit more direct, cool. You can throw Sesko on for a bit of height. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Carrick likes Brian in the 9, and to be honest, I like him in the 9. I prefer him in the 9 to Sesko. Like, that last game against Brighton, you saw all the good things he gives us. And the game before that, he played well as well, but his finishing was shit.
His finishing was poor. I think to be honest with you, next season, I think he'll understand what the team's about as well. Pre-season as well. I think there'll be a better understanding next season, bro, of what United are. I think this season is still learning, still developing. Like, you're gonna have to find a lot of these squads here that they're gonna be there next year, knowing what each other like. And so we've already seen that this summer. There's a camaraderie. Imagine next summer when they're all cooking at once. Come on, bro. Like, everyone gonna be eating, man. Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League. There's a lot of games for man not to be eating, bro. Simple as that. Yeah. So I think the fluidity does work. I think for me, all round, I still think Sesko offers a little bit more, but it's good options to have. And Bumo's got a different style of playing. Sesko's got a different style of playing. It's about finding a balance of which game works for that game. Top 6 away games, you know, games where we might want to go there and destroy a team. You know, we might go 2 up top. Who knows? But we've got to be able to make sure that we have that fluidity first and we know what we are as a football team. That's the main key aspects of it for me.
Yeah, and yo, this thing about mid-technical ability, bro, I hear all that, but here's the thing though. When you look at the Premier League, the Premier League is primarily a physicality league, whether you like it or not. I don't love it. Do you know what I mean? I don't love it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why, as much as I love Joshua Zirkzee as a player, he's better suited to playing in another league, because fans here are not going to give him the chance, to play football, bro. Like, it's not about whether you can play football or not here. It's about, can you run more than the other team? Can you tackle harder than the other team? Can you protect the ball? Can you do all these other things? It's not about football no more. So because of that, Ahmad, you saw, with the second goal that we scored the other day, like, he's a brilliant footballer. But the problem is with Ahmad is not the footballer. It's the physicality of the game. When he gets doubled up on, when he's got a fullback, that can match him for pace, which is a lot of the time because he's not that fast.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? When he's got a fullback that can match him for pace and he's isolated, he gets roughed up a little bit. That don't happen to Dorgu, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Dorgu's just breezing past players like they're not even there.
Yeah, he's not normal, man. Trust me.
And you see Sesko, Sesko's big, but he's not physical, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Brian will wrestle for the ball.
He's got to do that more. He's got to be able to bully this man.
Yeah, bruv, Sesko needs to be more physical. That's what Xerxes added to his game since being in England. And Sesko's still not physical enough. When you play the ball into Sesko, sometimes you see man can just lean on him and get him off the ball a bit. Like with Brian, at least you know that he knows how to use his body and he stretches the pitch, innit? So I don't mind Brian in the number 9. To me, Brian's a striker, bro. Like, the more that I watch him, he's a striker. He's not a winger.
He's a second striker, though. He's a second striker.
Yeah, he's a striker. He's not a winger.
Yeah. Like I said, when you play him as a 2, he can split and do that. But I think
he drifts to both wings, but he primarily in the middle. When you look at his movement as well, when you look at his movement for that second goal, and you look at his movement he scored in the game before that as well, innit?
Yes.
He scored the tap-in. That's what I mean. So he got 2 goals in the last 2 games, His movement for both goals was very good, bro. His movement in the box is very good, bro.
Yeah. No, it was very good. That's why I'm not really kind of like too overly concerned about Mbeumo. Because next season, Champions League, next season, we've got a lot of things to sort out. These guys are going to get better and better. Like, Cunha is already working with him and doing his own thing as well. You've got Mbeumo, who is an inside forward, needs a fullback to help him out as well. Also, having
I think we should keep him away from the wing, Saeed. I know you don't want Iliman and Njai, but for me, Njai plays right wing and left wing. You know, he plays both wings. And I wouldn't mind seeing Cunha and Njai on the wings and Mbeumo up front next season. If we could do that, if we could do Njai on the right, Brian through the middle and Cunha on the left, that front three cooks. That front three cooks, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's Premier League front three, like. That's what that is. Do you know what I'm saying? So
that's a shout.
So for me, like, I'll rather see Brian up front than Sesko personally. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of people are more pro Sesko, but for me, Sesko's missing something, bro. Like, for me personally, I think we defend better without him on the pitch, and I think we attack better without him on the pitch. But he gives us something when he comes onto the pitch. When the other team's a bit tired because he's very athletic. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what it is though? Like, you got to remember, like, I think he's done more than what Gyökeres has done in terms of his out.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of performance, you're 100% right.
Like, Gyökeres hasn't given me a wild performance where I'm like, you're unplayable. He scored goals, don't go wrong, but he hasn't given us a wild performance yet. I think Sesko's given you a couple of them. It's just about
because Sesko's a better footballer than him, but Gyökeres is scoring goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though the goals ain't really amounting to too much when you look at when he's scoring them. But you know what it is, Gyökeres is just about goals, isn't it? I think Sesko's got way more to his game than that.
Way more.
You know what I'm saying?
You can see, bro. You can see the way he's kind of like his body language is, like the way he celebrates the goals, the way he's just everything about him, bro. Like he's got a little bit something different. Whereas, the other man, they're just about getting their job done at A level straight away. And I'm like, it's still 22, Sesko. That's got to remember. He's just going. You got to go to a club, Rants, where you've almost got to be ready. You've made it. At United, you've got to be ready and made it by the age of 22.
Yeah,
It doesn't happen like that, guys. It doesn't. You can't expect him to be ready 22. We bought him in, and again, it sounds mad, but we have bought him in for a lot of the potential that it could become. So let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, but also, I think that football fans are putting too much pressure on players to be ready. The way I look at it is, we don't need to have a first choice striker. We can just have a certain striker that we play against certain teams, bro. There's no reason why away from home in games where we're going to play more in the transition that we can start Brian because it makes more sense. And then at home, when we're going to have a bit more of the ball, maybe you might want to start with a Sesko or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't have to have a first choice striker. We can just rotate them. Do you know what I mean? Same with the wingers. We don't need to have first choice, second choice. Just rotate them.
Rotate.
You know what I mean?
I don't listen. This idea that that we can't. That Man United man, them can we not rotate?
Brother, we've always rotated, bro. We used to have Berber on the bench sometimes. Bro, we've seen Tevez on the bench. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen all these guys on the bench, bro. Like, why can't we rotate? I don't know. These men want everyone to start.
You can't start, bro, man. But it's also good to know that when we're doing these shows, who should start this week, man? No, I think Sesko should start this week. No, I think Bumo. Like, it's good to know that we can have a bit of variety, bro. Like, imagine just hearing that we got to start Sesko every single week, bro.
Have the same 11 every week, bro. Ferguson never used to do that, bro. Like, man, when man was watching football, man, he always used to tweak the squad to keep players fresh. Always. He might change one of the fullbacks or change one of the centre backs or change one of the midfielders or change one of the wingers. He would always tweak it, or he would change one of the strikers. So instead of playing Cole and York, he might play Cole and Sheringham one week or Ollie and Dwight. Do you know what I'm saying? Just mix it up. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of playing Bex on the wide right, we'll just stick Fletcher there. Do you know what I'm saying? I would change certain things. I've seen Ollie play fucking right wing, bro.
Bro, Ollie was absolutely
Ollie right wing for one season was crazy.
Galore right wing, bro. I think when Bex used to get injured or whatever.
Yeah, Ollie used to come in, and then Ollie was coming in mashing work,
bro. Even towards the end of his career, Ollie was still on the right wing.
Yeah,
like still providing a job for the team, bro. So you got to remember, like as much as we all want players to be ready and to be in there and to be starting games, bro, I swear down, bro, having the luxury of a bench as well is something big as well. Like, it really, really is. And knowing that you don't know when the game is done is amazing. It's actually amazing. Like, because we now, imagine 20 minutes ago, you're thinking, who can you bring on the bench? You hear a loud roar from the Stretford end because someone's about to come on. Amad Diallo stripping off to get ready. Then all of a sudden he comes on, bang. So you need, and this is what I think Luis Enrique has instilled into that team, at PSG. I think Dembele said it, if you don't press, you're not playing next game.
Yeah.
And I feel like knowing that could happen at your football club, or if you don't play well, you're out the team. I think that's a big, big thing to know, man, because it's essential, bro.
But that's what keeps players on their toes, Saeed. And this is one thing Man United have been missing for a while. And that's why it was good also to see Mazraoui come in and do so well in the last game. You know what I'm saying? Because now it lets Dallo know that, bro, like, you're not playing, you wasn't missed. You see what I'm saying? And players need to see that sometimes, bro, because players get way too comfortable. Like, even when you look at Bruno and Kobe and Casemiro, they knew when they started more often than not, they're finishing the game because Carrick don't rate Ugarte and Mount is not a centre mid.
I know.
So they knew they was playing the whole game. Like, they knew, unless one of them got sent off or they got injured, they was finishing the game on the pitch, bro. And it's like, competition for places takes players up a whole different level, bro, because they have to perform.
Yes. This is what I want, though, Rants. So this is what everybody's striving for. This is what everybody wants. And I feel like for me, it's just perfect, man, knowing that they have to perform next season. Are you mad to think that I'm gonna only want a group of 11, 12 to be in the squad? I need a group of 20, 23 to be relying on. Are you mad? Knowing that shit, we've just took them 2 players off the bench, we're not winning the game. Nah, bro. Another 2 that come on, that are hungry for minutes, that want to make their impact as well. Simple as that. Barcelona, if you look at Hansi Flick here, why he's still one of the best managers in the world, look at the amount of players he's about squeezed out of that team. Ferran Torres, he's got that guy at centre-back, Gerard Martin, I think it is. Not even really a centre-back. He's got the best out of some players in that team that never really stood a chance a couple of years ago. But they've all fought for their spots. And
that's what a solid system does, though, man. A solid system also protects the players, isn't it?
Real Madrid don't want to be rotated. Look at the players. Valverde says, I don't want to play right back. Tchouameni goes, nah, you need to play right back. You know what I mean? Vinny Jr. wants to keep his spot, but Mbappe wants to float on that side. You know, there's all of these things about, but I want to play here. What? Yo, you play when the manager tells you, and you work as a team, bro. Collectively, you win a trophy. And that's why I believe PSG have been the best team in the world, because they've all worked in unison. So that when a player comes on, look at Zaire Emery. Man killed that right back. Did a madness.
Yeah, he played well.
Played well. Look at that. So there's an element of competitiveness that's been lost at Man United.
Because we haven't had the depth of the quality.
Yeah. We've not demanded for depth, and then we've got to cuss the players we brought in, because now they've got to play. Now he's only got to be the only striker available now, so we got to cuss him now.
And this is why I don't want to hear this. Oh, what happens to Kobe stuff, bro? Kobe needs to be rotated, bro. He's 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's 20 years old. He shouldn't be starting every game for Man United anyway, as good as he is, bro. And this is why Fernandes coming in will be great, because Fernandes will be able to give him a break.
Kobe's living his life, bro. The guy's going to another World Cup, you know. He's gone to
a Euro
and a World Cup, and he's played for Man United, bro. Like, yo, Kobe's all right, man. The thing is with Kobe,
and when Kobe comes back from this tournament, he should be rested. I don't even. He shouldn't even be starting the season for us after this tournament. We should be able to have Fernandes and Ederson there. You know what I'm saying? And say, all right, cool. You man are gonna run this midfield for the first couple games because Kobe needs a rest. Do you know what I mean? Bruno might need a rest, or someone else might need a rest. You know the ones that run that. Imagine if them man sign, if them man do sign, Tonali, Fernandes, and Ederson, bro, run that midfield free, bro. First game of the season. Them man ain't had a World Cup.
This is what we see. What I'm trying to say.
And just sit Bruno down, sit Kobe Mainu down. Say you man chill.
There's a tweet that someone put up of like the amount of players that actually might not be going to the World Cup from Man United. But I tell you what, Rants, we might have the biggest head start ever, you know. Like, let me just bring up the players.
And big up Andre for the super chat. This is facts as well, bro. Football fans as well. Just because a player's not starting, it doesn't mean they've been dropped. Do you know what I'm saying? That mentality only comes from a team that don't have a squad, bro. Like when Man United had a squad, when man saw Tevez on the bench, it wasn't Tevez dropped, Berbatov dropped. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't dropped, blood. Man were rotated. Do you know what I'm saying? Even the connotations with dropped, it's like, no, bruv, it's a squad game, bruv. I'm not gonna start every single game because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This is it.
Absolutely, bro. So basically the players that are off. So if we go and get in my man Ederson, he's not going to a World Cup. Tonali, if we buy him, he won't be going to a World Cup. Fernandes, he won't be going to a World Cup. That's already 3 names there.
So there you go. That's your midfield free for the start of the season, bro.
There you go. Benjamin Sesko, no World Cup. Brian Mbeumo, no World Cup. Maguire, no World Cup. Xerxes, we'll find out whether he's going to be available for Man United. Him, no World Cup.
Is Dorgu going? He's not going, is he?
No World Cup for him. Mason Mount, I don't give a shit about him. Matej De Ligt, that'll be good for him anyway because he's out till October. Lenny Euro, no World Cup. Luke Shaw, no World Cup. Aiden Heaven, no World Cup. So, boy, we might actually be in a very, very good position.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that front three. If you've got, for instance, if you've got Dorgu, you got Dorgu, you got Sesko, and who was the other one that's not going to the World Cup?
Dorgu, Sesko, and
Brian, I think.
Brian Mbeumo, he's not going to the World Cup.
Well, there you go. So there, you've already got a front three there for the first game of the season. If you want to rest the man them that are not going, do you know what I mean? The rest the man them that win. Do you see what I'm saying? And then if you sign them midfield free, then you've got them, man. That's already your front six.
I doubt Aiden's playing the games this well. I think he's just brought him in for numbers, you know. I think he won't start anyway, Mainu. So that would be another player that will just be there for the vibes anyway. So you've got him there. Le Mans, ideally, again, he's a goalkeeper anyway, who's actually going to the World Cup. Mazarawi will be used, but again,
Yeah, Mazraoui will play every game.
Yeah, Dalot, I'm not sure, man. They might play Nunes at right back, I reckon. So he might be using Nunes.
Well, you think they might use him at right back there now because he plays there for City?
Could be, because they rotated him last time. Remember, in the World Cups, they always rotate Dalot, you know, for some reason. He'll start a game, not play well, and then they end up getting dropped. And I don't know whether they've got better right backs at there as well. Anyway,
okay.
Who else is there from our team? Trying to think. Amad Diallo, he'll start, but he needs it anyway, to be fair.
He needs the sharpness.
He needs a sharpness anyway, bro. Oh, yeah, Cancelo. I forgot about that. Yeah, Cancelo. And then who else is out there? That's Bruno's Bruno. This guy's a freak.
Yeah, Bruno's playing, yeah.
Who else is out there? Cunha, he'll be getting used. I can't lie to you. But again, he barely gets tired, bro. He's just a freak as well, man. This guy,
he's a machine, bro.
Remember that fake running? By the way, remember that fake walking stats about Cunha?
Yeah, but again, bro, like he's in a different system, so different things are required. Like he was the only outlet for Wolves, bro. So of course he's gonna be walking and sprinting. So especially after they lost Pedro Neto. So like he was literally their only output. I mean their only outlet. So what'd you expect?
I think Leach needs minutes anyway. So yeah, I think listen, that's not bad, you know. It's not bad at all, guys.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. I'll be real with you. So yeah, man, the fact that our home midfield could be chilling this summer is beautiful. And also it means that we got a nice preseason to watch. You know, I know when these preseasons are dead. All of a sudden, you're seeing your best midfield playing in the preseason.
Be sick. This is what I mean, bro. Like everything's set up. Yeah.
Well. You're right, Rants. That's another thing where this summer we're playing PSG, Atletico Madrid, and them man there. Yeah, who's going to be playing in the preseason? You can't play Jim Twaits and them man. You can't just.
Nah, we're not going to play them.
You can't.
We're going to have a pretty strong team in preseason.
Yeah, because I was thinking,
it's strange.
Like, why would they put a preseason as big as that, knowing that the World Cup's around the corner? It's mad. What's Laurie Whitwell tweeted?
They're saying the option to buy expires on the 15th of June. Barcelona.
Yeah, but that's kind of a no nonsense reporting it. It's just to kind of like really just put himself out there in it. You feel me? Like, yeah, this is what's happening. Of course, if Gordon's going to get bought, then obviously Rashford's loan. But he's looking dark for Rashford. Don't I'll be real with you. Looking dark for him right now. Options, right? The club that you thought you're gonna go and get is now not the club anymore. Ooh.
I don't know. They're gonna try and do the Bayern Munich links for Copium, blood. You know them.
So that again?
They're gonna do the Bayern links for Copium now, innit? Because Bayern will link to Gordon, so maybe they're gonna try and link Rashford with Bayern Munich now. But the truth is, Barcelona have had you for a whole season, and they don't rate you enough, to put the money down, and they're willing to spend almost triple what we're asking for on someone else. So
that's crazy.
But that tells you, and someone else from a league that you came from. So that tells you everything you need to know. They're just not rating you, blood.
They're not rating you like that, bro. It's dark.
Yeah, it's dark, bro. But he didn't do enough, man.
It's still dark though when you deep it, though. Like it's just like, you've not done enough. He's tried to speak little Spanish and that here and there. You know what I mean? You know when you go on holiday, he starts to say, I want a cocktail and that, and this and that, and you say it in a European kind of tone.
Yeah, it's peak for Rashford still. I can't lie, but you know what it is, he ain't done enough, bro. Like I haven't come across Barcelona fans, like that are happy with like his overall contribution. They're not worth it. They don't rate a man like that, bro. I can't lie, bro. You know what I mean? They're not rating a man like that. So to me, I'm not surprised that they're not willing to pay the price. However, I just can't believe that they're willing to bring in Anthony Gordon. Like they see Anthony Gordon as a big upgrade on Rashford, bro, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just don't. I don't even know.
That's what it comes down to, Radstone. It's like why is Rashford? Why is Gordon the upgrade? That's what I don't get. Why is Gordon the upgrade?
But this is what but Gordon, gives you what Rashford kind of gives you going forward, but defensively he's way better than Rashford. Way more work rate.
He is.
But it's like I can't lie.
But this is what it is, though, man. This is where
going forward, they're both meaty, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but defensively, Gordon gives you more, bro. Going forward, Rashford's overrated, bro, and Gordon is not prolific going forward. But the winger market is nasty, bro. They are saying though that Nico Williams is available though, and he's been linked to Barca before. So I don't know why they're not looking at Nico Williams and they're looking at Anthony Gordon. I can't lie, that winger market is like halas, bro.
This is why Bacola don't sound that bad, does it? Let's be honest.
Enjoy, bruv. Enjoy, bruv. Both wings, bruv. He plays on Saeed. Bacola, can Bacola play on the right? Maybe he can. I'm sure he can.
Bacola plays on the right as well for PSG.
I'm sure he would because they always rotate in it. PSG.
They rotate. Yeah. So you can play on there. So
yeah, I'm not trying to see Bacola though, man. Like, I can't lie.
You, man, like, but I think it's going to be a lot of money. That's the problem, though, isn't it? And can they go and pay that sort of money right now? I don't know.
Look, they're saying loan proposal. Barcelona, they're scumbags, man. Bro, we need to stop doing business with these guys.
Bro, I told you. Stop doing business with these absolute clowns, bro. Run with them, bro.
Man said another loan proposal, you know. Them man there.
Look how long it took us to try and go get De Jong. And they didn't make it any easy for us to go get De Jong. You know how nasty that was to go get De Jong?
Yeah, and they probably still owe that brother bread now. You know the one. So I can't lie. Yeah, Barca are not the one, bro. Man is saying Leao for cheap. I don't want Leao.
Nah, Leao dead food. On Leao.
I don't know, guys, but yeah, I mean the main takeaway from what we're doing right now is that we seem to be moving efficiently and
facts.
Yeah, and why would we not be happy about that? Do you know what I'm saying? People maybe are not thrilled with Ederson being the first signing, but who cares who the first signing is, bro? It just matters what we get through the door, innit? And at the moment, all the noises are positive. You know what I'm saying? You get him out of the way, then you go and get Fernandes, and all of a sudden this midfield's looking serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you know what it is? The next signing will determine whether the Ederson signing is a good signing.
Look at this. Like, bro, this is I don't like this, brother, but I'm telling you, the marquee signing is not Fernandes and it's not Ederson.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm telling you. And marquee don't sound like Baleba either, blood, because Baleba ain't a marquee. I think it's Tonali or Tchouaméni that we're gonna I think we're dropping the bag on one of them two.
Yeah.
You know
I agree. Or but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore if it was Anderson. But it's not going to happen because Man City are now involved.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to understand.
It would have been that, though. It would have definitely been that as a marquee signing because of the price tag. Well, I don't agree with that price tag, though. I've said it many times. I like Anderson, but you're spending over 100 million on him. Get out of here. Dumb. Are you crazy? Who do you think we are? Are you mad?
100%. So I don't know. We're gonna see, guys. Do you know what I mean? Man said the only midfielder that costs 100 million right now is Anderson, and bro, Anderson's not worth that. I'll be honest.
He's not
worth that.
Make you believe that he's worth that amount of money. I'm telling you now, nothing can make me believe that.
That's it. But that man got that Greek Suge Knight blood, so he's shaking everyone down, innit? Marinakis. So bro, it's one of them ones where he'll get the money. I didn't see it, but I just saw a picture of him after.
Well, man had a fight, you know. But I said, yo, this guy, he's a business. No, you don't let nobody have the last say, bro, or the last laugh. So imagine
he's the only owner that you see actually in the stands with the fans. Like normally they're in like a box and that. Like this brother, how did man even get close to him? He didn't have no security or nothing.
Yeah, no security, nothing, bro. Man just said, yo,
bro, man just out there with the fans, no security, 10 toes. Hey, Marinakis is a real he's a real warrior, bro.
He's a real one. Like he's fully invested into everything that's happening over there, bro. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, nah, he's sick. Yeah, man. Oh, you look, run up these lights, man. 1,000 light target, man. We got over 2K in here, people. You know, what you got coming up, Saeed, for the rest of the day, bro?
Yeah, so I did a live before you went live. Go check that out, and then obviously I'm going to do the Conference League final later on.
That's what I mean. I'm unsure if I'm gonna do that. I got the graphics, but I'm not sure, blood. It is hot, blood. I don't know, blood. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm a fan right here. You feel me? But yeah, I'm just hoping because I want to see Palace win it, man, and I want to see Glasgow win it. Wharton. You feel me? And then boy. After that, you never know. Water might leave and say, you know what, I've done my job here. I've won an FA Cup and a thingy. I might leave, you know, still.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, he's definitely leaving because he hasn't signed a new deal, Glasner, bro. So it'll be interesting. I think Glasner's he's an interesting one, bro, because I think he'll have offers, man.
Yeah, that's what
I think he'll have offers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when you're thinking, what clubs? Hey, to be fair, he could go to Fulham.
Yeah.
He could go to Fulham because Marco Silva's leaving. He's going to Benfica.
Enough, you know, they're not a spending club, you know. This Fulham.
Nah, but you know what's good about Fulham is Fulham keep their players, innit? They don't sell their best players. They just missed out on Europe. Like at Fulham, he won't have to worry about these man taking his best players. You know what I'm saying? And selling them.
Yeah, could be.
So I think Fulham, and he don't have to leave London either. Like people need to think about these things. I think Fulham would be calm.
Okay.
I think Fulham would be calm. So it'd be interesting. But yeah, bro, I might watch that still. I definitely want him to win. Iriola's been linked with AC Milan hard.
AC Milan, but I would stay away from that, bro. I said very, very. That could damage your career, you know, a little bit, low key. And just if I was Iriola, I'd stay away from that football club.
Yeah, that club's cursed, man. I'm telling you.
Cursed, bro. Ain't nobody saving that football club.
Facts. You know what I mean? So, yo, big up everyone inside. Do you know what I mean? Rants and Gunner coming up next. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in a little bit.